the debate over sanctuary cities continues. Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly will hear from several mayors today. In fact, their closed-door meeting comes after the AG, Jeff Sessions, threatened to cut off federal funding to cities with sanctuary status. Doug McKelway is on that today. He's live in Washington. And what kind of reception does Secretary Kelly expect to receive at this meeting, Doug?
Well, Bill, first off, this invitation was extended to DHS Secretary John Kelly by the U.S. Conference of Mayors, which is a bipartisan organization. So in that sense, we expect a lot of cordiality here. That said, the issue of immigration is highly partisan, especially since, as you mentioned, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions announced from the White House that this new immigration policy by the Trump administration will be enforced by depriving sanctuary cities of federal grant money. That is not going over well with a lot of big city mayors. Listen to D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and also its Chief of Police, Peter Newsham.
Our job is to enforce the laws of the District of Columbia, and we are not local ICE officials.
We believe that the enforcement of civil immigration laws creates a divide between us and the community we serve. And at the end of the day, we believe that will make our community less safe. And as the Chief of Police, I don't think I should be involved in any behavior that makes our city less safe.
And this from Boston Mayor Martin Walsh. He wrote on Wednesday of this week, quote, "The safety and well-being of our residents is and will continue to be my top priority as mayor of Boston. The threat of cutting federal funding from cities across the country that aim to foster trusting relationships between their law enforcement and the immigration community is irresponsible and destructive." And Bill, keep in mind when it comes to big cities, the power structure, this is not unanimous, but the power structure in most big cities, from the school boards to the city councils to the mayors, is almost overwhelmingly Democratic, so it's predictable how this thing is going to turn out. We expect a court fight.
There are similarities, important ones at that, Doug, over this and President Trump's travel ban. So how does that play out in a similar fashion?
Well, yeah, precisely. Again, it sort of lends credence to the idea that this is going to be a court fight in the making. Recall that President Trump, when he issued this travel ban, repeatedly cited the U.S. Code as his authority to do so. This was the sole responsibility of the President of the United States. Here's what the President and his minions said repeatedly.
Suspension of entry or imposition of restrictions by the President. Okay, now, this isn't just me. This is for Obama, for Ronald Reagan, for the President. And this was done, very importantly, for security.
But you'll recall that the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals paid no attention to that provision in the U.S. Code when they overturned the travel ban. Look for the same process to work itself out when it comes to this immigration policy.
Well,
Bill, back to you.
Thank you very much. Doug McKelway reporting there live in Washington. Thank you.